Your phone lights up before you feel ready. A message, a deadline, a request, a reminder of something unfinished. Almost without thinking, your hand reaches, your eyes check, and your mind begins calculating what must happen next. Who needs an answer? What could go wrong? How will it all fit? Work has not even begun, yet you already feel behind. Urgency speaks loudly. It insists that the first demand deserves the first place in your heart. But the first demand of the morning does not have to become the shepherd of your day. Psalm 23 offers another way to begin. Not by denying responsibility, ignoring what matters, or pretending the pressure is small. This prayer will help you enter responsibility from belonging instead of panic, under the quiet authority of the shepherd's voice. Together, we will receive our identity before measuring our productivity. We will name the pressure already chasing the mind. We will choose one faithful priority beneath the noise, and we will ask God to guide what we cannot yet see. So let the day wait for this moment. Do not reach again just yet. Remain still. Slowly breathe in and become present to the shepherd who is already here. Let this breath be unforced. If your circumstances safely allow it, lower your shoulders, unclench your jaw, rest your hands open as though you are releasing what you were never meant to grip alone. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out without trying to manufacture calm. Shepherd, you are here. You were present before I woke, before I remembered what was waiting, before I began arranging this day in my mind. Nothing has to be organized for you to draw near. I do not have to prepare a perfect prayer. I simply turn toward you as I am. You see how quickly I try to secure everything through speed. I rehearse conversations that have not happened. I search for every possible problem so I can stay ahead of it. I reach for control because uncertainty makes me feel exposed. Yet all this mental motion cannot guarantee the day I want. It only leaves my heart carrying responsibilities as though they belong to me alone. So I pause, not to abandon what must be done, but to place it back within your order. This stillness is not avoidance. It is dependence practiced before productivity begins. And this pause does not earn your care. My open hands do not make me more worthy of your presence. I may not feel peaceful yet. My thoughts may still be moving, and my body may still be tense. Your grace is not waiting for me to become calm enough. You meet me here. Give me enough stillness to hear you, enough honesty to pray without pretending, and enough trust to take the next faithful step when it is time to move. Walk with me, shepherd. Walk with me through what I understand and what I cannot predict. Walk with me through every decision, emotion, relationship, and demand. Before I am a worker, a caregiver, or an owner, settle this deeper truth within me. I am known by you, held by you, and ready to be led. The Lord is my shepherd. Let these words answer the question beneath every role you carry. The Lord is not only a shepherd in the distance, not only the shepherd of other people, but my shepherd. Before I offer effort, solve a problem, or prove that I can be trusted, I am already under your care. I may begin this day as an employee or a leader, a caregiver or a provider, a problem solver or a business owner. These responsibilities matter, but none of them can tell me my deepest name. My position may change, my capacity may rise and fall, still I belong to you. Lord, I confess how easily I turn performance into a verdict. When work remains unfinished, I fear that I am failing. When results disappoint me, I wonder whether I am enough. When another person questions my choices, overlooks my contribution, or judges my ability, I feel my worth shrinking beneath their opinion. I begin working not only to serve, but to secure myself.
Yet your word says, I shall not want. Teach me to receive this as dependence, not entitlement. It does not mean every plan will succeed, every need will be met in the way I prefer, or every outcome will protect me from discomfort. It means I am not abandoned to provide my own ultimate security. You remain my source, my guide, and my faithful keeper through what comes. You know me. You lead me. I belong to you. Say it again if your heart needs time to receive it. You know me. You lead me. I belong to you. Give me freedom to work diligently without demanding that work make me safe. Help me bring attention, courage, patience, and honesty to what is mine to do, while refusing to make achievement the measure of my dignity. If I begin tired, remind me that exhaustion does not erase my value. If I feel unnoticed, remind me that your attention has not wandered. If money concerns me, keep fear from becoming my master. If I doubt my competence, lead me in humility without allowing uncertainty to become shame. I enter this day held, not auditioning for the right to be secure. My labor can flow from belonging, it does not create belonging. And from this steadier place, Shepherd, help me tell you the truth about everything now competing for your place in my heart. Because I am already known, I do not have to hide what is pressing against me. Shepherd, let me bring you the day as it truly is, not as I wish it were. Take a quiet moment and notice the concern pulling hardest at your attention. Is it a task you fear you cannot complete? A conversation you would rather avoid? A person whose response you cannot predict? A decision with no obvious answer? Or an uncertainty that has followed you into this morning? Name it silently before God. Do not minimize it. Do not solve it yet. Simply tell the truth. Lord, you see the burdens gathered here. For one person, it is an overflowing inbox. For another, it is the likelihood of caregiving interruptions. It may be payroll that must somehow be covered, a difficult meeting approaching, a mistake that needs to be corrected, or more work than today can honestly contain. These pressures are not identical, but none of them are hidden from you. Walk with me here. If fear rises, stay near enough to remind me that fear cannot see the whole day. If frustration sharpens my voice, slow me before I wound someone in the name of efficiency. If sadness drains my energy, help me move gently without condemning my limits. If urgency scatters my attention from one demand to another, gather me again beneath your care. Walk with me here. I confess the ways I increase the burden. I imagine the worst outcome and begin living inside it before anything has happened. I rehearse conflict, refresh messages for signs of trouble, compare my progress with someone else's, and take responsibility for reactions and results I cannot fully control. I call this preparation, but sometimes it is anxiety trying to secure certainty. Teach me the difference between faithful concern and controlling fear. My responsibilities matter. People may depend on what I do. Consequences may be real. Yet urgency is not entitled to govern my soul. I can care deeply without pretending that everything rests upon me. You also see what pressure does within my body. The shoulders drawing tight, the breath becoming shallow, the fatigue beneath the effort, the attention that cannot seem to settle. I will not pretend these sensations disappear because I have named them. Meet me within them. Walk with me here. Now return to the strongest pressure you named. Place it before the shepherd again. This concern may remain unresolved when you begin working, but it no longer has to remain unnamed or carried in isolation. Its presence is real. So is yours, Lord. Walk with me here, in this task, this relationship, this decision, this uncertainty.
Lead me from this crowded inner place toward the rest that restores my attention and prepares me to be guided. The burden is still before you, and the day has not suddenly become simple. Yet Psalm 23 now gives your attention another place to stand. Green pastures, quiet waters, a soul being restored. Receive this landscape gently. It is not an invitation to escape responsibility. It is an invitation to stop meeting responsibility from a frantic center. Lord, lead me beside the quiet waters within your care. Let the morning light remind me that I do not have to illuminate the whole day at once. Let one cooling breath pass through my body without demanding that every anxious feeling leave. Like water settling after it has been disturbed, allow my attention to become available to you, even if some movement remains beneath the surface. Restore my soul. Restore the attention I have divided among alerts, imagined outcomes, other people's expectations, and the voice that criticizes me before I have even begun. Gather what has been pulled in too many directions. Give me a pace slow enough to recognize what is important and steady enough not to obey whatever is merely loud. This restoration does not require an empty schedule, a resolved concern, or uninterrupted peace. The pressure I named may still need action. The person involved may remain unpredictable. The answer may still be unclear. But I do not have to approach any of it from inner confusion. You can become my center while the circumstances remain demanding. Teach me a simple way to return throughout this day. When my thoughts scatter, let me pause. Let me breathe without using the breath as another test I must pass. Let me remember, my shepherd. Then let me ask, what is mine to do faithfully now? Pause, breathe, remember, my shepherd. Ask, what is mine to do faithfully now? If I forget this practice 5 minutes later, meet me in the next return. Distraction is not proof that I have failed.
Returning is another act of dependence. Each pause can loosen my grip on the whole day and bring me back to the responsibility actually before me. Shepherd, restore enough inner room for me to listen. Quiet the demand to do everything at once. From this steadier place, guide me toward the work that deserves my attention now. Not every possible task, not every feared outcome, but the next responsibility I can carry faithfully with you. Restored attention is ready to be led. Your word says that you guide me along right paths. Shepherd, move me now from quietness into obedience. I do not need a complete map of everything this day may hold. I need light for the responsibility within reach, wisdom to recognize it, and trust to leave the result with you. Bring back to mind the strongest pressure I named before you. Beneath all the fear surrounding it, show me what faithful action is actually available. Perhaps I need to send one truthful message, prepare for one necessary conversation, protect a period of concentrated work, care for the person presently depending on me, or make one decision without compromising what is right. Keep me from confusing endless concern with meaningful action. Lord, help me ask honestly, what must be done today? What can wait without neglect? What belongs to another person rather than to me? What outcome am I trying to control after my responsibility ends? Separate duty from panic, delay from patience, and surrender from avoidance. If there is something I have been postponing because it is uncomfortable, give me courage to begin. If there is something I am rushing only to relieve my anxiety, teach me to wait wisely. Lead me to choose what is right over what is easy, patience over irritation, truth over managing appearances, and service over self-protection. Let this choice come from the belonging I have already received, not from another attempt to earn your care. I am not choosing one priority so I can prove my worth. I am choosing it because love can become obedience in the next concrete step. Make this priority clear enough to name and small enough to begin. Let it fit the responsibilities you have actually placed before me. Guard me from dramatic promises, impossible plans, and activity performed for approval. Protect this work from distraction, perfectionism, people-pleasing, and avoidable delay. Help me give it honest attention without making it an idol, and keep me humble. If a genuine human need interrupts my plan, if new information changes what faithfulness requires, or if another responsibility becomes more urgent for good reason, help me revise without resentment. A changed plan is not necessarily a failed day. Let me remain responsive to your guidance, rather than rigidly devoted to my own arrangement.
Faithfulness governs my response. It does not guarantee the response of others. Obedience does not promise recognition, profit, agreement, or a day without conflict. I can act with integrity and still face disappointment. I can serve well and remain unseen. The action is mine to offer. The outcome is yours to hold. Now, in the quiet, name the one faithful priority before God. Shepherd, I entrust this action to you, along with everything I cannot make it produce. Let your voice, not urgency, set its pace. Lead me on the right path, and as that path enters the uncertain terrain of the actual workday, walk with me there. The priority you have named now enters a day you cannot arrange in advance. Psalm 23 does not call every inconvenience a dark valley, yet it does not hide the valleys either. Some days bring conflict, loss, or deep disappointment. Others carry ordinary weariness, incomplete information, and plans that refuse to unfold neatly. In all of them, this is the steady promise: you are with me. My confidence is not that I can predict what comes, but that I will not meet it without my shepherd.
Walk with me as I open the laptop or unlock the shop, begin caregiving, travel to where I am needed, review what has arrived, and step into the first meeting. Walk with me when the chosen priority begins smoothly and when it meets resistance. Walk with me through interruptions that deserve attention and distractions that only demand it. Keep me willing to adjust without surrendering the direction you have given. Walk with me in my use of technology. Let my phone, computer, messages, and social platforms remain tools in my hands, not reflexive masters of my attention. Before I follow another alert, help me notice what it is asking me to abandon. Give me freedom to respond when response is faithful, to wait when waiting is wise, and to return to the work before me. Walk with me in every relationship. Give me patience with a difficult coworker, clarity with a customer or client, gentleness with someone depending on my care, and humility when a conversation becomes tense. Keep me from using speed as permission to become harsh. Help me listen before defending myself, speak honestly without cruelty, and repair what I damage. Walk with me through large decisions and small ones. Give me wisdom to examine what is true, honesty about my motives, humility to seek appropriate counsel, and freedom from choices made only to silence fear. If you correct me, let me receive correction as care. Let your rod establish boundaries when I am drifting, and let your staff redirect and protect me when I cannot see the safer way. When frustration arrives, slow my response. When fear arrives, remind me whose I am. When disappointment arrives, guard my integrity from bitterness. When success arrives, preserve humility and gratitude. Shape not only what I accomplish, but who I become while accomplishing it. And when pressure surges, when a message changes the plan, an interruption breaks concentration, or another person responds in a way I did not expect, bring me back to the practice you have given. Pause. Breathe. Remember, my shepherd. Then return to the next faithful step. I do not need to recover a perfect feeling. I need only to receive your presence again and act from it. Make me interruptible, but not directionless. Flexible, but not governed by every demand. Walk with me through the day until companionship becomes the way I work. Then open my eyes beyond what must be endured, so I may recognize what you provide and offer your care to others. And now, Shepherd, let me notice what your companionship makes possible. You prepare a table even in the presence of what threatens peace. You fill the cup beyond the measure of fear. These images do not promise that every plan will prosper, every financial need will resolve today, or every effort will receive the answer I desire. They remind me that pressure does not exhaust your care. Thank you for the breath I have now. Thank you for the ability available to me, even when it feels limited. Thank you for help already received,
whether visible or easily forgotten. Thank you for another opportunity to act faithfully. Thank you for the dignity of serving someone through the work placed before me. Open my eyes to provision that anxiety overlooks. Let me recognize wisdom offered at the right moment, strength enough for the next responsibility, and grace that meets me before the result is known. Even if the day ends with unfinished work, let me see goodness and mercy beside me, not only in what succeeds, but in every moment your presence keeps forming me. Turn my work outward, Lord. Let it become care for the person I serve, steadiness for those who rely on me, attention for the family member before me, and honesty in the task no one may notice. Keep me from using service to magnify myself. Make my peace practical.
Let it become patience when someone is slow, kindness when another is strained, courage when truth is costly, and care that responds to a real need. I bring you again the one faithful priority I chose. Receive it as an offering of attention. Bless what is useful in it, correct what is misplaced, and hold what it cannot accomplish. I give you the effort before I know the outcome. Thank you for staying near. Thank you for leading. Thank you for restoring. Thank you for providing. Thank you for love that came before my labor and remains after it. I do not serve to earn that love. I serve because I have received it. Let the grace that steadies me become grace extended through me. And as gratitude grows quiet, teach my heart to trust you with all that still remains. Shepherd, I begin this day held by you. I have named the pressure, received one faithful priority, and remembered that your presence will remain when the way is uncertain. Give me peace that does not depend on a particular feeling. Guide the step within reach without requiring a complete map. I release the action I will take, the responses of others, the work left unfinished, and every outcome beyond my control. Urgency will not set my pace. I can move in calm obedience because you are with me. Walk with me, Lord. Keep my heart attentive, my hands open, and my trust anchored in your care. When pressure returns, draw me back to you. I will begin what you have shown me and leave what I cannot know in your hands. In Jesus' name, amen. If this prayer brought you peace, consider sharing it with an overwhelmed worker or caregiver who may need companionship this morning. May God give you peace for today and faithful courage for the next step.